Hey guys, this is Mr. Steve Tutorials here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to set up a Bukkit server for 1.2.5. First of all, we're going to go to download, or dl.bukkit.org I should say. Click CraftBukkit recommended build, which is their latest recommended build for Bukkit servers. They have development builds, recommended builds. Yeah, usually go with the recommended, I would suggest, because they are correct and they've been tested a bunch and bugs have been fixed. They're the, frankly, recommended. Okay, so we're just going to save that to our desktop. And we are going to make a folder here. And you don't have to save it to your desktop, but for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to. Huh, it's weird. Okay, drag our Bukkit jar in there. Let's see that there. Okay, now we're going to go to the Bukkit wiki, setting up a server. And it has some very valuable information here, but first, we need to find out what version of Java we have. We have to have Java, and I'm not going to explain how to install Java and put it in the environmental variables and stuff. That's you can check out another tutorial for that, installing Java. But I'm going to go javatester.org/version.html. Now I have Java 1.6. So over here, I'm going to use this because it says JRE6 right there. This one's Java 7, which I'm not using. So you can open up a text editor and use a notepad. Copy that. And then I'm going to edit this right here to change the amount of RAM that my server is going to use. So instead of 1024 megabytes, which is just a tiny bit over a gig of RAM, my Minecraft server is going to use 3 gigs and 24 megabytes of RAM. Okay, but we're not done yet. Go down here, back to our Bukkit tutorial. Again, I right-click, rename, copy that, the name of the file. Go back in here and replace this CraftBukkit.jar with the name of your release. And then you need to make sure, I cannot stress this enough, you need to make sure to put .jar. This is the third time I've done this tutorial because the last 2 times I forgot to put .jar, and in the middle of the tutorial, when I went to show you the server, it didn't work. So put that .jar right there. Oops, yeah, right there. Okay, now every time you update your CraftBukkit build and get a new file, you're going to have to right-click rename and go and edit this file and change it to be the same. And every time you're going to have to make sure to put .jar. That's ensuring, because this program is reading, that it needs to make this file, CraftBukkit 1.2.5 release 2.0, do this stuff. So if you accidentally put in CraftBukkit 5.jar, it's going to be like, what? Where's CraftBukkit 5? I can't find it, and it's not going to work. So, and you don't have to do this either. I'm just doing that because I like lots of RAM. Okay, we're going to save this. Oops. Don't like doing that. Okay, save it as run or start run.bat. .bat is an extension of .batch, which is a file for Windows. If you were using Linux, it would be .sh, but we're not going to be using Linux in this tutorial. That's another tutorial. So this is very important where it says save as file type. We don't want to save it as a text document because if we do that, it's going to have the extension .text, which is just saying it's a normal text document. You know, read it. No, we want it to be a .batch extension, but in order for it to do that, by what we put in here, we have to save it as type all files. So then it will read the extension we manually put in. So I'm going to go to our desktop. Save it. Bam. Now, we are going to run, and it's going to have some errors, but that's okay because it's just generating files. While it's doing that, you're going to want to go to whatismyip.com to find out your external IP address, which is what people outside of your local network will use to connect to your server. So mine is 24.237.251.57. You also need to port forward. So to port forward, I'm gonna go to, first of all, command prompt, cmd, and type in ipconfig. Now that will show you your default gateway. Mine is 192.168.1.1. So we type that into our browser, press enter, and this will take you to, well, it'll give you a page and we'll ask for like a username and a password. Your username is going to be found on the bottom of your router. The actual router itself is going to be found on the bottom on the label, most likely. And then your password might be on the label. If not, sometimes it's blank, sometimes it's admin, no caps, and sometimes, well, actually a lot of times, it is the password for your wireless internet network. So we're going to go to applications and gaming. For me, this is because I have a Linksys router. Just look for something to do with port forwarding or administration, gaming, something like that. Now, I am going to, well, I've already done it here, but when you go back to your command prompt for IP addresses, it will show you the IP v4 address of your computer. Mine is 192.168.1.108. So on here, I put tutorial. You can name it whatever you want. So anyway, I just named that tutorial. You can put whatever you want. That's just for your reference to know what it is. Then for the port, I'm going to put my server on 25566. Then 25566, but you can do whatever port you want as long as your router supports it. By default, it is 25565. So then we go over and put our last extension of our IP address, and then we click the little box to enable it. Save settings. Continue. Exit out of that. Go back to our Bukkit server. It's done setting up, so we'll just click or type stop. It may take a while depending on the size of your map and such. So now I'm going to go to server properties and edit it. I don't want the nether, so I'm going to put false. Allow flight. I do want flight to be allowed. I'm going to change. This is important. If you put whatever you put while you were port forwarding for your MineCraft port, you need to put here. So this by default is 25565. I want mine is 25566, so I need to put 6. Where it says server IP, leave this blank. Whitelist, I want it to be true. Yeah, that's all I want. Oh, message of the day. Just put that. Save that. Can go into our whitelist file. Okay, OPs. Out of that. Now, if you want to disable the end, you're going to want to go to bukkit.yml, edit it, then where it says allow end, you're going to put false, because I do not want the end enabled on my server. There's just more worlds that the server has to load. It takes up lagging. So, I'm going to delete those 2 maps since I don't need them. So everything good here. We're just going to double click run. Bam, see no error messages. It loaded everything fine. Server's up. And by the way, also never, when you're done with it, never hit the red X. That will screw up stuff. You have to type in stop. Even if it's taking a while to stop, or it says saving files and it's been doing it for like 2 minutes, just leave it alone. Yeah, you will screw things up. You could corrupt your server world. Yeah, it's a mess if you do that. So don't, red X equals bad. No. No. Okay, so now, launch Minecraft. Minecraft needs a theme song, I think. Not the in-game music, they need a theme song. Okay, so multiplayer. Go to add a server. I'm just going to name it tutorial. Server address. Remember your external IP address that we found earlier at whatismyip.com. Put in that. Now I'm going to put in port. Done. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, you know why? Because I already have them right there. Whoopsies. Just delete that. There. Tutorial. See? Right there it says tutorial server. That's our message of the day. By the way. Wow, that was weird. That was like Irish. By the way, this server right here, best server ever. Anyway. Okay, we're going to join our server. Wow, look, there we go. Ah, Peg, die! Death! Anyway. Sorry, I got distracted. Drown! Sorry, I don't like pigs. They're cross-eyed and they freak me out. Okay. Now, I'm gonna make myself creative. Yeah, so there's our server. Isn't it just wonderful? Look, fully functioning. Okay, well, that is the end of the tutorial. If you liked it, rate, comment, subscribe, hit the little like button. I guess that's rating. I'm sorry, I'm failing today. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. And remember, no red X. Stop. Have a nice day.